Hey guys, welcome to BLONITY. First, little disclaimers, no financial advice, my own opinion and estimates. My estimates could be completely wrong. Don't trust, always verify, understand the numbers, be aware of scammers, and you know the best how to invest your money. Please be aware that I'm invested in DMG blockchain right now. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So I will go a little bit through the financials of DMG blockchain because they released the financials and the MD&A for the 3 months ended December 31st. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So first of all, let's check the assets here. So they have a lot of cash, had a lot of cash at the end of December here with 7.1 million. So this time it's Canadian dollars. So please be always aware of this. This is not US dollars. So a lot of cash, some amounts of receivables, some digital currencies, not big, 1.1 million. And a little bit some other stuff here. So the total currents are like 10 million. They have some long-term deposits here, maybe for electricity. Yeah, then they have a lot of property and equipment. They have this huge Christiana Lake facility in southern British Columbia in Canada, close to the US border. And I think they can buy electricity in Canada and from the US. Yeah, that's very interesting. So the total assets are 27 million. So that's really big for DMG blockchain, the assets. Yeah, then they have some liabilities, they have some loans, some trade and other payables. So yeah, the liabilities are 10 million, so below 50% of the assets. So yeah, that's okay in my opinion. Yeah, let's move on. So yeah, but then we have the revenue. I mean, in these 3 months it was 1.9 million Canadian dollars, so not really big, and the expenses were 2.5 million Canadian dollars. So they have a loss before other items here and a net loss of minus 700 million Canadian dollars. So first we can see the operating and maintenance cost 1.5 million, the G&A 500,000. Yeah, and then some other small stuff, a bit of depreciation here. So yeah, overall negative here. Yeah, then we have the shares outstanding here. It's 108 million at the end of December. So we know now because they raised like 70 million Canadian dollars a few days ago. So it was like 23 million stocks. So it should be right now at 130 million shares outstanding right now. Yeah, I mean, on the cash flow side, there's really nothing spectacular here. The only thing maybe here, the deposits received. So they received some deposits, 4.6 million Canadian dollars. I really don't know what kind of deposits these are. Yeah, but that's interesting. Maybe they paid some electricity bills, front paid some electricity bills and received some, I don't know. And they increased the cash here significantly because of these receivables there. So yeah, that's why they are right now at 7.1 million Canadian dollars here. So then we have the nature of operations here. And yeah, what I really like, these guys are very honest, or these auditors or something like this. So as at December 31st, the company has a history of losses, negative cash flows from operations, and an accumulated deficit of 34 million Canadian dollars, and so on. Yeah, so I was very critical about DMG because of this. They have a history of losses. People were hyping DMG, and I said, I will wait. They're having not a big revenue. And yeah, that's a problem when you have no self-mining. And they had close to zero self-mining at that time. Yeah, but now I think they raised a lot of cash, and I think they will be able to buy a lot of miners. And I think this should be the turnaround for this company. I hope so. Yeah, I take the risk and invest. I've invested some money, like 2 or 3% of my portfolio right now, because they were dropping like crazy, like 60% or so, or 70%. I don't know. I mean, on Friday, everything dropped like crazy, but DMG was really, yeah, with the dilution and all these things, it was crazy cheap. So I bought a little bit. Yes. And yeah, let's move on. So I think they're now getting more and more interesting, this company. because they have some good stuff there, some good nice assets there, not only the mining there, but some other interesting stuff I will talk here. Yeah, so at the end of December they had like 30 bitcoins on the balance sheet. I mean, in 2019 they had like 139, so it's always declining. Yeah, but this was the bear market. They had a hard time to survive. Yeah, but they have still like 30 bitcoins and 25 Ethereum, so this is basically nothing. Yeah, so overall 1.1 million Canadian dollars in digital currencies. Yeah, they have some intangible assets. Yeah, here we can see the data center equipment, like 9 million. So they have really good infrastructure there. They have high voltage, mid voltage, and low voltage, which is, yeah, it looks very nice. I've seen a lot of pictures there. And yeah, they can buy direct from the grid, from the high voltage grid. So yeah, they can buy on the wholesale market, which is very interesting. So yeah, then we have trade and other payables, 4 million Canadian dollars. We have some lease liabilities here, a lot of stuff. We have a lot of loans. I mean, you will not read all this stuff here. So you know, they have loans, they have to pay back. But I think with the 70 million in cash, I think they will be able to pay all the loans down to zero right now. Yeah, and what else do we have? We have some options here, like 10 million. So with very cheap prices here. So I think you can add them to the shares outstanding. So we had talked about like 130 million right now. So this are 140 million. And then we have some warrants here, 7.7 million. So it's gonna be like 150 million shares or so in this year, I guess. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff here. I don't care too much. So what's very interesting here is the revenue. So they have from digital currency mining like $523,000. You can see they have no big self-mining. I think these were the miners they sold to Hive Blockchain, I think in October or November. So they had a few days of mining, but then they sold these 1,240 miners, miners, to Hive Blockchain. Hive Blockchain is hosting them there right now. Yeah, so that's why I always said they have no self-mining, and yeah, that's gonna be difficult to make revenue here. Yeah, then they make the majority of the revenue is from hosting and setup service, so 1.4 million. So they're hosting a lot of miners for some institutional clients there, some Ethereum GPUs there, and some miners, for example, for Hive Blockchain, and that's the major revenue stream here. And yeah, then have some forensics income. They do this blockchain forensics for some agencies and all these things. So this is 25,000. So that's why I always say you need self-mining. Yeah, that's where when you make the money. If you watched my, for example, about Hive, they have self-mining. They make a lot of money right now. Then we have the expenses here: consulting 50,000, G&A 230,000, and some other stuff. So you can see that yeah, it's 533,000. So I mean, this is okay. This is not big expenses here. Yeah, but here you can see the utilities. So the energy is like 1.4 million, contractors 23,000, and wages 89,000. So yeah, I mean, this quarter was not big for DMG. Basically they make a loss, but yeah, I hope they can make the turnaround now. So in the MD&A, I scroll a little bit through, but there's nothing special here. They're talking here about the quarterly highlights, and the first of all is on October 29th, the company announced the launch of a new North America-based Bitcoin mining pool in beta from its US subsidiary, Datient, also known as Blockseer. So yeah, the new mining pool, and they will cooperate with Marathon Patent Group. And here it's all about compliance and yeah, to be aligned with the rules of the US. So this is going to be very interesting. Which miner will do the mining on this mining pool here? And yeah, this is very interesting. Okay, guys. So yeah, in the end, you can see that they in these quarters they always had a loss here. yeah, since the beginning, since 2019, always a loss, always a net loss. So yeah, that's why I was always very skeptical, because a company has to make money that I invest. But yeah, I hope this is a turnaround now. I will not go very big into DMG blockchain, because first they have to prove what they're doing there. But yeah, I think they have the know-how. I mean, they had a hard time because they invested a lot of money in their infrastructure to build this Christiana Lake facility. Very nice. Yeah, but then there were no miners there. And I think, I hope they can get some miners now. And I think they told in the press release, that they will have like 1,000 miners initially in the next few weeks. And yeah, I think it's getting better for DMG blockchain. So I think it's good to support them, because they have also some other business, like the Wasabi blockchain with IBM, where they track the cannabis roots there and all these things. So they have this forensic stuff. They had the mining manager software. So they have a lot of stuff. I will not talk about here. I made a video a few months ago on YouTube if you are interested in the business there. Yeah. Okay, guys, I have no forecast for this quarter right now for DMG, because if they have no miners, I think there will no big changes there on the revenue side. But yeah, I think they will tell us soon about some big mining purchases, and then it's going to be interesting. And yeah, if they can go above like 300, 400 petahash, I will include them into my BMXI model. So then we would have a new miner there. Okay, guys, so I think that's it for today. Thank you very much, and see you in the next one. Auf Wiedersehen.